Hello, hello. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm EPCP, Amaranthia Petronella Sheepy, Sheep Genius. I'm here with my two whole brain cells to attempt to solve murder. It hasn't been very successful the previous three Danganronpa games, but maybe today. Maybe today will be the day that I get it right. Maybe today will be the day that I get it right. How are you doing, Bleeties? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is Sunday, and here in the UK, at least for the time being, it's actually not raining, which is miraculous. Because I'm running a bit late in terms of my life schedule. Please excuse me while I occasionally nibble on some Milky Way chocolate stars. I'm delicious. This is my breakfast and my lunch. Hey, 3, hope you're having a wonderful day. Sub 1 minute gang, let's go. Let's go. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I have been so crazy busy behind the scenes. I hope you have seen I have now set up a date for our karaoke. That will be the 1st of October. It is a Wednesday, which I know is not the bestest of karaoke days. I tried to sort it out for a weekend, but I'm afraid scheduling conspired against me. So I hope you will join me on Wednesday the 1st of October for an extended karaoke. It'll be a bit of fun. A combination of your recommendations and my brain dead choices. A bit too hot. It's hot where you are? Oh my gosh, I can't understand. I can't relate. It's hot. Oh, you're in Morocco, aren't you? If I remember rightly. No wonder it's hot where you are. It's a balmy 12 degrees C here. A balmy 12 degrees C. People who use Fahrenheit in the audience, sorry, but those numbers don't make sense to me. So, you'll have to Google whatever 12 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit. But it's not very warm. It's not very warm. But yeah, at least it's sunny. It's sunny outside, so we are gonna have a good sunny day for making friends and possibly running into our next murder. I feel like it's about time. You know. We've had a couple of free time sessions. I've looked around. I now know that there's a second floor to the casino. You know, 41 degrees? That's suicide. That's suicide! I'd be roast lamb. Isn't it supposed to be autumn? I mean, it's definitely autumn here in the UK. It's very windy and very wet, which is what we expect from autumn. 41 degrees? Just kill me now. Just kill me now. I'd turn into a pile of burnt ends. Speaking of turning into a pile of burnt ends, do we have any predictions on who we think is gonna die next? Because I have to be honest with you, I'm really not sure. This game has been very good at completely obscuring who is coming next from view. I haven't been able to predict who's been next to die at all yet. And I've also, with the exception of Kaede, I also haven't been able to predict who's been responsible, right, for the murders. So, truly challenging times ahead. I feel like I need to briefly, before we get into it, I need to briefly touch on the whole Danganronpa 2-2 thing. What are the bets? I feel like I need to get one of those ranking tables going, right? With who's gonna die and in what order. Because I feel like if we're mixing things up, they're gonna want to mix things up, but not too much, not so that it'll be too obvious, right? Not so that it'll be too obvious, but I think we can all agree on one thing, and that is that Kaz has been so retroactively murdered by just about the entire fan base. Bro is dead. Bro is DED dead. He is dead. You're calling it Gaunt is gonna be next? Always the big guy this late into the game. I mean, you're right, but I hate it. You're right, but I hate it. Oh, Bleaties, I love Gonta. He's such a big ball of innocence and naivete, but it's exactly because of that I think he's gonna be on the chopping block. You know, Danganronpa doesn't like nice or useful characters to survive. And he's just a real good egg. He's a real good egg. He's very strong, but he's a real good egg. So yeah, I think you could be on the money there with that one. I think you could be on the money there with that one. But yeah, Danganronpa 2, I've seen a lot of wild takes already on social media. Like, cause my main social media platform is Twitter. Because it's just the easiest way for me to keep up with things, like in short format throughout my day. Because I struggle with social media. I've got to be honest with you. Got a touch of the old social anxiety. So I do find keeping up with longer form things and more direct social contact forms a little bit taxing. But I have seen a lot of crazy, and I mean crazy, takes on Twitter. So I've seen people saying that, like, Nagito is going to end up fulfilling Chiaki's role. Nagito and Chiaki are going to swap roles. That Sonya is going to end up being the protagonist because our boy is going to get bumped off in the beginning. He's going to get, like, straight up wiped out of the cast. Chiaki is going to be the protagonist. That's another one I've seen. Also, the actual worst thing is Teru surviving longer than the first round. Actual nightmare. So yeah, it would be there's so much to unpack, isn't there? But I feel like we need to actually start playing. We need to start playing some games. We can talk about this more. We can talk about this more in a bit. So let's start by bringing in the tunes. Can you hear that? Can you hear that siren call of the Danganronpa home screen? Hopefully the audio is okay. If the audio is problematic, if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever, you just let me know. Only thing you can predict for sure is that Kazuichi will be alone and sad by the end of the game. I mean, damn. Never has a prediction been so 100% accurate. Never has a prediction been so 100% accurate. Honestly, that would be the biggest fucking twist in the game, is if Kaz and the princess actually got together. Okay? That would be the twist of the century, and one that not a single person with a pulse on this planet predicted. Right? Watch this space. People will be going to their local bookmakers to place bets on that. Do you know what? Maybe I should place a bet on that, because even if it's like 1 to 1 million, those are odds worth gambling for. Not even Nagito luck can make that miracle happen. That's so real. That's so real. That's so real. Here we are. Now, again, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this game that just absolutely demolishes my frame rate. Absolutely demolishes my frame rate when I'm on it. Crazy. There's nothing else running in the background, just so you'll know. Which is real strange. Right, let's get this ball rolling. Okay. Control pad engaged. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, I've got 2 drinks of choice today. Check me out. So I've got my beloved Pepsi strawberry and cream flavor, Pepsi Max. But also, it wouldn't be eepy sheepy without some excellent bottled water. But it's not sparkly water today. That's right, I'm curbing convention. We've got strawberry and kiwi flavored still water. I'm mixing it up today. I think, excuse me. I think that we're gonna be seeing something cool now. So this is where we left off. So Mono Dam and the Cubs have decided that it's time to spoil us with yet another insight into the past. The previous reminder we had of the past, just as a bit of a reminder for those who may not have seen, was we saw all of our funeral portraits. So it looked like we were dead, we were being mourned. This is a very weird situation. A very weird situation indeed. So we are... Oh, once powerful showtime. I can't stop hearing it. So now we're gonna see another part of our history, and honestly, the bit about us being mourned gave us absolutely no information. So I'm kind of glad about this, you know? I am glad about this. I feel like we need this extra information. So we brought this a flashback light. It's part of our use the flashback light to restore a new memory and become better friends by talking about it with each other plan. Ah yes, that plan. It rolls right off the tongue. Monotaro is so hype. I wish I could be that hype for finding out pieces of obscure information about my past, but I'm not hyped because based on the last piece of information, I learned nothing. It told me nothing. I'm expecting to learn just as much nothing right now. Wow! I've suffered way too many blows to the head to remember a plan named that long. I mean, it's amazing that a blow to the head is going to be a problem for a robot, but alright. Oh, let me see that. Now, just a reminder that Angie has been becoming increasingly creepy and domineering. And I kind of wonder, is she maybe going to be next on the chopping block? Because she's making herself a very easy target, right? She's making herself a very easy target by being so domineering and overwhelming. Suddenly, Angie grabbed the flashback light from his hands and... Oh no, is she gonna break it? Fuck me! She did! She broke it! Angie, why? Even if the information wasn't gonna be useful, I still wanted to see it. Angie really just said... No fucking way. She threw it on the ground and stomped on it relentlessly. The sound of Mono Dam freaking out, his circuits have just fried. The student council has decided that we will not use flashback lights anymore. Okay, I don't think the student council did. Angie, you did. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, Bleaties. This is what I'm talking about. Angie is taking control. She's taking over. And I think that this is gonna put her on someone's hit list. Because the flashback lights only restore our memories of the outside world. But we don't need those memories anymore. We realize now that we don't belong in the outside world. Angie, base department? I mean, maybe yes, Leo, maybe no. I feel like I feel like Angie is gonna piss off people, and that's gonna make her a prime target. You know? I fear for her, Leo. I fear for her. We belong here at the Ultima Academy. Man, she really just said ignorance is bliss. I mean, can I argue with that? I don't feel that I can. Not at this point. Not at this point. But the Kuma Cub's actually not too happy about this. Which kind of makes me think that Angie's actually going way too far, and they didn't want this outcome. I guess because it stops people wanting to murder each other if they're all just like happy to live a life of imprisonment, maybe. She has the power of God on side, well, God and anime on her side, you know. She has ATUA, and as long as she has ATUA, we are all beholden to ATUA, apparently. Yeah, she's fine. She can't possibly die. Not with ATUA on her side. Although I low-key feel like even with ATUA on her side, someone is gonna lose it. Someone is gonna lose it. The question is who? The question is who? Oh no. If you don't use the flashback light, our plan is a bust. What are we gonna do, Monodam? Oh dear, Monodam also freaking out. Okay. What does this mean? What was their plan? What was their plan, though? Hey, he ran away. Hey, Monodam, wait. Oh, the Kuma's... Bye, Kuma. So long, farewell, I need to say adieu to you and you and Pooh. Bayonara. I kind of love that that's what she says. So cute. Bayonara. Bayonara. Angie, what are you doing? We could have remembered something about the funeral or the ultimate hunt. Okay. Kyo, this is the first time, Bleaties, this is the first time we've seen Kyo be actually angry at someone. This is the first time we've seen Kyo be angry at someone. And we know that Kyo doesn't believe in religions. He has an interest in the people who create them, but he doesn't believe that there is a god. And that puts him at direct odds with Angie. I feel like these two are about to come to big blows. There's no reason to remember it all. We're not returning to the outside world. Yeah, it's pointless now. Gonta, not you two. Come on, step back, dude. Why, you've gone way too far. Even if you want to stop the killing game, you're going way too far. Sorry, but you should take that up with ATUA. I mean, she's bringing ATUA into this, like... I feel like we're about to agree with Kokiichi, guys. I feel like we're about to agree with Goose, and that's probably not a good sign. That's probably not a good sign. When you're on the same team as the troublemaker, as the shit stirrer. Jeez, I don't think you're sorry at all. So, do you have a plan for the you-know-what? Oh, you mean the resurrection ritual? Oh, we have a plan for that. What? Okay. Are we actually gonna... Oh, yeah, right. So we have to choose, Bleaties. We have to choose someone who is dead to bring back. And it seems to me like perhaps Angie and the school council TM are going to decide who to bring back without our input. I'm not too jazzed about that. To be honest, I don't really want to... I don't really want to bring back the dead, but then also if I can bring them back, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions about how this works. Bring Mono Kid back? Too real. Yeah! Yes! Yes, that is exactly who we should bring back. Oh my god, if anybody deserved a second chance, it's Mono Kid. Mono Kid deserves another chance. I'm down for that. I feel like I'm not going to be allowed to choose Mono Kid, but if I get the choice, I mean, yeah. Honestly, it's because we're all good eggs. It's because you're all the bestest of eggs, guys. Shared brain cell. Shared brain cell. But so Kaito is super not cool about this. I think maybe he's afraid of ghosts or zombies or something. Something about this has got him extra rattled. But also, I feel like Angie and co are going to make some decisions without us. And it could really backfire. He was real funny. I love Mono Kid. He was bats. He was absolute bats. But I just kind of feel like, okay, for real, I just kind of feel like they're gonna bring back one of the murderers, and I don't know if that means we shouldn't trust them, because if someone's being given a second chance, it could mean that they will use that chance to murder someone else, but also, and more likely, considering nobody here wanted to commit murder, they will forever be under suspicion, which is a horrible way to exist. Do we really want to bring them back? But also, do we want to bring back someone who's been murdered? Because they're gonna have like an existence 100% full of trauma, remembering having died. You know, I don't think this is good for anybody involved. I don't think this is good for anybody involved. No one should be resurrected, murdered or murderer. It's a whole lot of therapy, and we don't have a therapist. What are you planning? Just a necessary precaution. The more friends we have, the more fulfilling our lives will be. A necessary precaution. Also, do they come with side effects? Like, do they remember being dead? I mean, this is what I'm talking about when I say, like, they're gonna remember being, like, killed and stuff. It's gonna be traumatic either way. I mean, a lot of people who have near-death experiences do talk about how, you know, they're haunted by the memories. I don't want to inflict that on someone. I don't think reviving someone who has been murdered or executed is a good idea. They're all gonna be real messed up. Not a little, real messed up. What if we get another time limit motive? Like the one that got Ranterror killed? Shouldn't we have a sacrifice prepared, just in case? Now remember that Angie had mentioned blood sacrifice to us at the very beginning of the game. This has been foreshadowed. Yeah, Kirumi will absolutely try and escape again if she's resurrected. But I feel like Angie, the cult Angie has come from, is very, very scary, and Angie is dangerous. Angie is, without question, extremely dangerous. You mean if someone has to die, we should volunteer someone to be resurrected? No. You're gonna resurrect someone just to kill them all over again? Yeah, I also feel Maki's visceral sense of disgust. You have some cruel plans for someone who wants to stop the killing game. Yeah, I agree. I feel like Kyo and Angie are gonna have a big bust up. I feel like they're gonna have a big bust up. They are very incompatible with each other in a lot of ways. Especially theologically. Life cannot always be fun and smiles. ATUA must make difficult, even cruel decisions. But we must submit to ATUA's will if we're to live a peaceful school life. You know, I understand that ATUA is God, but more and more, it feels like ATUA feels more and more like an excuse, doesn't it? Honestly, if she does resurrect someone, I'd be scared of her too. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Hi.
Kibo, please don't subscribe to this dude. Kibo, no. Kibo should know better. God damn. This is really souring my opinion. This is really souring my opinion. Kibo, don't do it. Don't do it. ATUA's will is absolute. If ATUA says so, then there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, Tsumugi has just like fully gone down the rabbit hole of leave it in God's hands. I am powerless. Free will is an illusion. Which I very much dislike, personally. It's just like ATUA says. Okay, Himiko just going along with it is not a surprise because she's incredibly lazy, and anything that, like, means that she can abstain from using an ounce of her brain power, she's gonna, like, sign up for. I think Tenko's just going along with it because of Himiko, but I'm not sure Tenko's actually on board. You missed last stream. How come everyone is a devoted ATUA believer now? Oh, because it's not everybody, but about half of the students have been converted with all of the things that have happened, all of their trauma. They've found God suddenly, right? And of course, Angie is only too pleased to lead the way. And it's easier for them to just go along and be like, yeah, it's ATUA's will, it's ATUA's will. So now they're calling themselves the school council. But it's nothing to do with a school council and making decisions like a school council would. It's just a way for Angie to, like, spearhead, I guess, every decision. So whatever Angie says, ATUA says, the half of the class seems to be like, yeah, cool, whatever. And the other half are like, but what about free will? So yeah, Angie is basically, like, taking over. Are you serious about this? Did you forget that thing's a motive for the killing game? Kaito, what's going on with you? You're looking worse and worse. Yeah, Kaito, for some reason, ever since there was mention of people being resurrected, Kaito has been, like, extra freaked out. I think it might be because he's frightened of ghosts or something. But it does also... his reaction does also kind of smack of, like, someone who perhaps has been... I don't know, like, not so much guilty of murder or whatever, but he doesn't want to have to see anyone who's died. So I'm not sure if there's more to it, but at the very least, I think he's frightened of ghosts, perhaps. That motive is of no concern to us, as long as you cast aside your desire to escape. By the way, who are you going to resurrect? What kind of stupid question is that? After discussing the matter with ATUA, the transfer student we will revive us. Oh wow, they have already decided? Well, I say they. Angie has decided. What do we think? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I mean, I feel like the... If she's deciding based on her preferences and wanting to be able to kill someone, it's gonna be someone who committed murder already. So it's probably gonna be someone who's been executed. Which is... yeah, I mean, this whole situation sucks. Oh! Oh, okay. Well, now, this is a double-edged knife, Bleaties. This is a double-edged knife, because I do kind of want to know more about Rantaro, and I did mention in the last stream it would be kind of cool to have a chance to speak to him again. But also, why? Why Rantaro? Why does Angie want Rantaro back? I feel like she has a motive. She has a motive. She knows something we don't. It would be nice to get to know a bit about him, but what state? What state is he gonna be in, Bleaties? What state is he gonna be in? I'm afraid he's gonna be like the Monokuma zombie Kuma. He's just gonna be kind of walking around in a daze, like I know it's spooky season and all, but I don't want a zombie on my team. Rantaro and Mummy. Rantaro. Well, we simply cannot resurrect convicted murderers such as Koide and Kirumi, nor criminals like Ryoma who violated the rule against sharing one's motive video. Which leaves Rantaro as the only one who'd be of use to the student council. Ah, there it is. To be of use to the student council, she specifically wants someone who will do her bidding. And Rantaro is the only person that hasn't really spent enough time with Angie to know what she's about. True. Rantaro was the only one who knew about the ultimate hunt. They're gonna bring him back? I am very curious. Huh? You are shitting me. You are shitting me. The game just closed. The game just closed itself. What the fuck? Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay, thanks so much. Thank you so much, Danganronpa. Danganronpa, what in fuck? Congratulations, you've been chosen to be revived. Oh, thanks. Why though? To die. Yeah, literally. Even the game couldn't stand it, so it just fucking closed itself. I'm gonna have to go through that again. I do not believe it. I don't fucking believe it. Okay. Reloading the game. Absolutely incredible scenes today. Incredible scenes. Wow, Bleaties. Sure. Amazing. And there is no auto-save feature. When was the last save? The last save was when we began, so I'm just gonna have to blitz through. I'm just gonna have to blitz through all that dialogue again. I do not believe this. We hadn't even been playing for that long. It didn't feel like we needed to save at this point. Yeah. Bleaties, what have we done to deserve this? We're the goodest of eggs. Why did the game feel the need to crash? You know, the game was just so gutted. The game was so gutted about Rantaro's resurrection. It just said, fuck this, I'm out, and just alter forward. It just closed itself. Incredible. Right. Right, so this is roughly where we got to. Roughly. Yeah. ATUA's will. Praise be to ATUA, etc. Can you believe this, Bleaties? I know I only have 2 brain cells, but this feels completely unfair. Right, so we're getting We're getting Rantaro back. At least it wasn't another like 2 or 3 hours lost. Yeah, it was lucky, a lucky, unlucky situation. Yeah, as far as these things go, this could have been far worse. So now we know we're gonna bring him back, right? This is where the game crashed. Okay, picking up where we left off. Picking up where we left off, please. Hey, I have a